Hi, lovelies. I'm so glad you can be with me. It is very early in the morning. Well, it's past midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. I can't sleep, which is not something new. I am a night owl and I have been known to suffer insomnia. But this is different tonight, guys. I just feel, well, I felt drawn. Spirit is saying, bring yourself to the table. Someone needs to hear a message tonight. There's somebody who's undergoing a lot of pain and heartache at the moment, and it could be you. Maybe you're meant to see this message today or tonight, wherever you are. I've been drawn to 3 decks mostly, okay? So the Archangels, Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing, and Archangel Gabriel is the messenger. He is, he's around music, creation, creativity, writing. He's a messenger. So, and he also helps us with our life purpose and things like that. There's different angels in here, but, oh gosh, I'm really feeling somebody's heaviness right now. I'm really feeling it. And it's right sitting in the middle of my chest. There's a lot of heartache. And being an empath, I do tend to carry or channel or tune into other people's pain. I carry my own as it is, with my own personal stuff that I'm going through that I am not really able to share with a lot of people as well. Like I might sound really bubbly and confident and assertive and all those things on my channel, which I am most of the time. But yes, there are a lot of things that I'm undergoing that a lot of people aren't aware of. And I don't want to share those things because they are quite personal and it's not my place on my platform to do that. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have an understanding as to what it's like to grieve silently. And, I'm not just a reader, but I'd like to, I think of myself in this channel as like family and support to those who are in need. And the angels and spirit are surrounding you always. You just need to know that you're not alone. You might feel like you're alone. You might feel like you've got no one to talk to. But there are people, thankfully for those who can reach out online as well or watch a video like this, that, you can receive some kind of help. And if you are really in need of talking with somebody, there are Lifeline phone numbers that you can call that, with counsellors that can talk to you as well, anonymously if you need to. But if you're in need of some kind of support in just receiving a message tonight, well, here I am. And I might sound really tired, and I'm sorry about that because I am quite tired. But it's such a strong feeling to sit here and be able to share a message with you guys. And I feel like it's more than just the cards. Like I feel like spirit want to talk through me. So yeah, this is not going to be a fast-paced bang, bang, bang messages coming out like I normally do with my tarot. This is going to require some time for me to just think and tune in and process, besides shuffling on the cards for you. But I just wanted to say I love you. I really do. And I can understand and empathize, if you're in a place of feeling alone and lonely right now. Life isn't easy. It never was meant to be. We are here for a mission. We're here for a divine purpose. Sometimes we think we're here to be punished. It's what it feels like sometimes. Being on earth can be a challenging, scary, sad experience for a lot of people. But we do come here to learn, and we meet up with certain people in our life who are there to teach us about love, about life, about healing and compassion, and sometimes hate, that can come through it as well, and a lot of grief and sadness and betrayal and all those things come with the lessons. But it helps to strengthen our character, and it helps to bring in resilience as well. And God will never give us anything that we can't deal with. And, if you can connect to your God, to a higher power, God, angels, your deceased loved ones, whatever it is, if you can connect with someone and you have a faith, then, you know, tune into that and connect with that strongly, because that is like a life-saving force for you. It's like they are our savior, you know, they are our support and our protectors as well. Now, call in Archangel Michael. I call him Michael because I don't like the name Michael for a personal reason, but I do call him Archangel Michael. And so regardless of what you would like to call him, that is, you know, if you want to call him in, Archangel Michael or Michael can come in and surround you with the blue light of protection, and it actually really is real, I'm telling you. Some people don't know much about the angels, but I mean, they've been in the Bible, they are real. And Archangel Michael, he works with courage, bringing you courage and protection. He's the Archangel of mercy, courage and protection, and he comes through with his sword of truth. So if you need him to cut anything out of your life that's not serving you anymore, or that's harming you in any way, call upon him to machete away with his sword all the stuff that no longer serves you. Cut those cords and envision yourself in his blue cloak of protection, a blue light of protection. I always use the blue, white and gold light of protection. To me, it's like layers of protection. It's like you're in a cocoon, but you've got layers of different protective lights coming through. When I called him in years ago, which I still do, but years ago I took photos. And when I did call him in, and I asked him to surround my home with the blue light of protection, I took a photograph, and it was just amazing. You could see the blue light going right around the ceiling. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. So, like, this stuff's real. You know, you put an intention out there, you call in them, you call in Archangel Raphael to heal your heart, you know, or Archangel Chamuel to heal any relationship issues that you might be undergoing right now. You know, I get the idea that a lot of people need to forgive, and it's a really hard thing to do. And some people get really funny with the word forgiveness, because in their mind, you know, why should you forgive something that someone else has done to you? And I mean, I will never tell anyone that you should forgive somebody for something they've done to you. Okay, that's your own personal journey. But I do find it interesting that even in my own personal journey, when I've had such betrayal and a lot of trauma in past relationships, how it has been, some things have been extremely, in my eyes, unforgivable. But I've been working with God and Spirit to help me to overcome those, you know, things, and to not so much forgive, you know, well, it's hard. You got to forgive the person's actions. You got to kind of like forgive them, but it's not condoning. It doesn't mean it's condoning what they've done. If anything, it's setting you free. Okay, it's setting you free from the pain that you know no longer have to be holding on to. Sometimes we can just forgive ourselves also. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies in situations, and we find it very hard to change or to adapt, you know, to something. So we don't like, we can be stubborn, we don't want to change, we don't want to face and confront things about ourselves. And self-awareness is where we grow too. So looking at the lessons that someone else has brought us, sometimes looking at it from the more bigger picture, the spiritual angle of us being energy, us being souls coming down to an earth plane, the 3D, to kind of like play a role and come in as, say, me, for instance, I've come in as Cherie on this earth plane, and the lessons that I've had to learn with some horrible people and experiences has really taught me a lot about well, it's taught me discernment, put it that way, but it's taught me about compassion in the end, and it's also something I'm learning about forgiveness, because through forgiveness does come compassion as well, which is so hard to do. But when you look at it from the higher perspective, like the spiritual angle of why were we coming here to learn this, was there something in a past life that I had to balance out the karma with? It's interesting when you get into all that kind of thing. And it's not saying that, oh, we deserved it because we were owed karma or anything like that. But it is interesting, the cause and effect, and how certain people and souls come back into our lives, even through past lives. From those past lives, they come back into our lives. They might be good people in our soul tribe, but they may also be the not so nice people who have, kind of followed us into this lifetime to balance a karma. So I don't all have the answers to everything, but it kind of makes some sense to me to a degree. But yeah, there's some things I really can't wrap my head around, why things happen. Why do they happen? Why does, you kind of think, why does God allow certain things to happen and other things to not happen? Why do the baddies get away with things? And that's where the cause and effect really comes into it, I think, as well. There's so much more to life we don't really understand. But we're all here as students, together learning, and we're also teaching each other things too. So we're students and we're teachers at the same time, which is quite amazing. So I was just interrupted for a moment, but I'm just getting back on my thoughts now about just a little kind of deep and heavy stuff at this time of the hour. But yeah, I want to be able to share a couple of messages with you guys, because I understand that life is confusing. Some people think, they know their life mission and they feel like they're in limbo. And there's a lot of people who are living what they need to be living, but they're still not feeling free or happy. There's still something weighing over them. And there is seriously a collective heaviness around us right now, globally, collectively. We're all undergoing yet another wave of, I suppose you could call it volatile energy on the planet, And it's just so sad, because I'm also seeing that so many people are losing their animals. People are, leaving the plane. And really, at the end of the day, they're going to a beautiful place anyway, much better than where we're at now. So in some ways, we've got to think, well, they're in a good place, Our loved ones have moved on to a better place. And your loved ones are always with you. They're always by your side, loving you, looking down at you. Yes, they still got things to do where they're at. Probably not always, in your pocket, so to speak, by your side every second, but they are with us. They are with us, and they do, our animals, our loved ones, they do give us signs constantly that they are with us. And I'm seeing a lot of animals passing, away as well, which is just so sad. And I'm sending out all of my, my love to all of you. For anybody who's going through any kind of loss like that, with a loved one, fur baby or feathered friend, scaled friend or human, whatever, whatever it is, whoever it is to you, just know that they are with you. And sometimes it can be hard to connect and feel their energy, but just keep talking to them as if they're there with you, because they will actually show you that they're there. They will give you signs in the 3D. They like to do that. A lot of our loved ones in spirit have fun doing that. They sometimes give us the most strangest signs that only we get, like other people might not understand it. And my cat, when he died back in 2014, I hadn't felt his presence for a long time, and I was really upset and I was stressing about it, because it was a traumatic way he passed. So I think I had a bit of a grief. I obviously had grief, but I had a block there as well, with connecting with him. And I was saying, can you please let me know that you're okay? We do know this, as psychics and etc. We do actually know that they are okay. But we just need that confirmation, physically, we need to know, we need to see it. So I was just so happy and grateful when I actually saw, and I was walking on the pathway in the city, and I saw his name in the cement written in there. And his name was Midgie, and this actually said Midge, because I used to call him Midge for short. And I was just like, I took a photo of it. I was so amazed that, you know, his name was right there in front of me where I was walking. So I was like, thank you so much. So they will come through with their name in weird places sometimes. You know, you'll feel their presence. You might smell a perfume they wore if it's a person. You know, there's certain ways they will actually come through. And when my dog passed, my beautiful Labrador Coda, when she passed, I just recently, well, she passed in 2016 from cancer. Oh, geez, that was horrible. But in 2016, she passed, and then I was about to pick up her ashes from the vet, and I was doing a meditation beforehand, about an hour before, I think it was. And in my meditation, she came up to me with this beautiful tulip, pink tulip in her mouth, like the stem was going across, like she was holding it, running up to me, and she had a pink tulip in her mouth. It was so gorgeous. And when I went to the vet, I picked up her ashes, and they gave me a bag, and I didn't realize until I got in the car and put her ashes, you know, the bag down on the seat, at the floor of the car, that it actually had 2 pink tulips on the bag. And I just burst out crying, because I really, like, we always know we have a connection, but it's just so much more real when you're confirmed, you know, when it's been confirmed. So I just knew she was with me, which is just so beautiful. And they will come to you in so many amazing ways. You know, your loved ones will. It doesn't matter if they've passed away yesterday or 10, 20 years ago. They will come to you, and they will let you know that they're still with you. Oh, gosh, I hope this isn't too heavy, guys. I mean, I like to share, and I know that some of you like me to also share some of my stuff with you. I'm going to get a card for you now, guys. Okay, what do the angels want you to know? Wow. Brilliant idea. It says here, Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So you're being guided to go with your idea, okay? Oh, this is so gorgeous. Hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. This is what I'm talking about. There's so many cards in here about all sorts of things, and yet I have been talking about those in heaven, and they're saying hello from heaven. This is absolutely amazing. So your loved one in heaven is with you, and they're telling you to go for that idea, okay? Do it. Do it. You've got an amazing idea. It's a brilliant idea, and they want you to take action to bring it to fruition, okay? So let's see what Archangel Raphael wants you to know. There it is. Give us your cares. Look at this, dear God and Archangel Raphael. I'm willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in this situation. Some of you have grandparents that have crossed over, and they're with you very strongly right now. But Archangel Raphael and the angels and even your loved one in heaven wants you to talk to them as if they're there with you, okay? Talk to them as if they are there with you to help you with this situation, because eventually in time, in a few days or a week, you'll start to get answers in different ways. They'll even send you people that you need to help you with something. Archangel Gabriel. Sensitivity, okay? Your sensitive feelings are your muse and inspiration for your creativity. So don't be afraid of being sensitive and emotionally vulnerable right now, because it's where creativity is born from. Don't be afraid to be yourself, okay? And if you need to cry, cry. Really break it down, like really pour out your feelings to the angels, to God, to your loved one in heaven, okay? Because then blocks are going to be lifted. So previous obstacles came from fear, and they're now being lifted away. Call in Archangel Michael to do that as well. And look, happy news is coming in, guys. Your prayer is answered in a creative way. So your prayers are being answered. They're letting you know they're hearing you, okay? They know your struggles. They're with you. They say, give us your cares. We're going to help you. You have a brilliant idea. Go for it. Trust in what you're feeling. It's also that they're going to give you a brilliant idea. They're going to help you. So any guidance that you receive, okay, any thoughts or ideas that come to you that you're like, what, where the hell did that come from? You know, like it's just suddenly like this creative idea to do something, or it just comes to you like an aha moment, and that's them talking to you. Some of you might be dreaming of your loved one in spirit as well, which is just beautiful. They're coming through in so many different ways. And I feel like, yes, there's blocks being lifted, blocks of fears here. There's a lot of fear, okay? So you're not alone. You're not alone. And to venture out into the world, to you know, if you have a new idea for business or something that you really want to do that's you might feel is a risk, obviously taking the practical precautions around it as well. But, you know, if you need to research something, do that. But they're letting you know that by being too careful or playing things too safely or being too caught up in fear is just not really helping in any way. It's they want to see you happy. They want to see you thrive. And they know you can and that you will. Again, for a lot of you, you might have gone through a period of time where you've become a hermit, very introverted, maybe a bit afraid to get out in the world again to show who you truly are. And they're saying, we're here with you. We're going to walk with you along the way. And we're going to help to guide you to shine your beacon again. You know, shine your light into the world, because you are a magnificent being of light, and you need to remember who you are, because they know who you are and they love you for that. And it's about time the rest of the world gets to see that as well in time. You know, who cares what people think? You know, sometimes it's so hard to not think like that, because everybody judges everybody. But I feel like, you know, you just got to be yourself and don't let anybody bring you down, okay? People will get jealous. People will try to dim your light. The more you try to shine, they will dim it, or they'll try to. Some people, not everybody. Some people really want to see you thrive and are happy for you, but others won't. And some people who do that are actually in our own family or friendships, and we tend to realize who's really there for us at the end of the day. So it's a learning journey as well for you to find out who's there for you and who's not. And it's going to be a strength test. Okay, it's going to be a test of strength and resilience once again, and just never lose sight of who you are, and never lose that hope in your heart. Keep it going, keep that flame burning, because things are about to get better for you. And we have a new moon coming. As you watch this reading, it might not be the new moon, but as I'm doing this reading, there is a new moon coming. Regardless of when you watch this reading, focus on the next new moon and all the things you want to bring into your life, and the beautiful things you want to manifest, and your loved ones in spirit and your angels and God will be cheering you on because you believe in yourself. So I really hope this has helped you guys tonight or today or wherever you are. And I'm sending you so much love, guys. Love and blessings.